The majority of Forever is an Instant, the 7th episode of Landman Season 2, was spent waiting for the boot full of tears that will kick us in the ass. There would undoubtedly be a scene of tremendous heartbreak to balance out all of the loving moments and reactions in this episode. Every time the action in this episode paused, we anticipated Taylor, whether it was Galeno, another enemy, or a workplace tragedy. Sheridan to upset the exquisite rose-petal trail he had laid around his characters. And since there aren't many episodes remaining in Season 2, it's likely that this will still happen. However, Landman is experiencing love, at least for the duration of Episode 7. I won't change, but circumstances will. Cooper has done it with his halting Spanish and complete devotion to Ariana. He lighted 1,000,000 votive candles at the house, picked up Angela's engagement ring, and purchased enough flowers and branches to fill a pickup truck bed. He assures Ariana that although their future is just getting started, the difficult circumstances and luck that brought them together will always have the chance to come back. He even drops to his knees. Despite Ariana's explanation that the asking and even their final ceremony aren't the crucial part, it's the whole thing. What matters is the life they create together on a daily basis. Is love really that easy? Is it just that after only one encounter, Isabel was so impressed with Cooper that she taught him how to create both red and green salsa? This episode keeps the love flowing, all the way to Boss's home, where we meet the wife of the MTEX crew chief, Jacqui, Ayumi Patterson. She extends a cordial greeting to Dale and the other men. Boss, who has been with the company for 20 years, is out back preparing enormous steaks. After grinning at the brilliant gold Rolex that was given to him for his MTech service, he considers all the ways this job can kill you. The boss's statement on his hard-won work anniversary, just minutes after we first met his amazing wife Jacqui in this series, practically made our faces turn red. TV logic would suggest that flames miraculously engulfed Boss's entire barbecue. Yet, no. The love never ends. Only the love-as-combat connection between Tommy and Angela can endure. Tommy is left pouting over his obvious Cialis boner under the covers after a heated disagreement with the hotel staff in a Fort Worth room full of miscommunications and sexualized breakfast food. Why don't you fuck one of them waffles? The majority of Angela's intense affection for him is contained in the middle fingers she gives him, both at the hotel and subsequently when she ascends the stairs to the MTech's private plane. Later, T.L. continues to live out his days as the worn-out, seasoned observer of his son's life's battlefield as they cruise in Tommy's work vehicle. He reiterates that Tommy ought to formally remarry Angela and make an effort to savor the fleeting moments of clarity surrounding the issues he is constantly attempting to resolve. Why are you in such a rush? Why can't he take a moment to dance with his beautiful wife or receive a grin from Ainsley? Son, you have it everything. But you're too damned foolish to notice it. Or overly enraged. Or overly dependent on the repair. Here, we gave it another thought. Oh my God, is Taylor Sheridan going to murder someone? Tommy finds a rattlesnake next to the road immediately after T.L. gives him what for since the Sheridan-verse likes snakes. Which he is willing to bite him. To end his suffering. However, T.L. simply goes back to Tommy's truck after urinating on the coiled reptile. Perhaps the scenario is more of a jab at snakes for being bothersome during production. Tommy typically responds to T.L.'s advice by pointing out their difficult existence. Collectively. However, the old man's sour advice seemed to have stuck this time, especially after his disagreement with Angela. Back at the MTech's house, Tommy drags Angela outside rather than interfering with a taco night that looks so good with part 2 of their argument about sexualized breakfast dishes. As he releases the steam from her ears, there is silence. Then he reiterates what he said to her when Galeno nearly murdered him at the end of Season 1. Having you back in my life is such a blessing. Honey, you're a stunning tornado of a gift. Ainsley claims that her parents are the only ones she can see kissing and making up through the glass. She is aware of grown-ups who laugh and love like teenagers. Once more, we wouldn't have been shocked if an oil explosion or anything had killed everyone at that precise moment. Instead, Landman let love to flow, at least for the time being. Will Charlie and Rebecca still be in love? The morning following their most recent love encounter, they have a casual and developing relationship. Charlie is ecstatic about prehistoric fish and tectonic processes that occurred millions of years ago, while Rebecca gets used to living in a worksite trailer. Today, we are all searching for that marine life as oil. However, Nathan takes advantage of the situation and coerces a fellow MTech's lawyer into signing a consent document. Tommy assures Rebecca not to worry about it after her meticulous personal calibration is abruptly disrupted. Fraternization. The entire existence of MTechs is akin to a workplace infraction. Additionally, we looked at the Rolex MTechs that Boss received as a gift for his 20 years of employment. It appears that the gold watch in the green box is a Daytona model chronograph with a panda face. Do you want to buy the look? The starting price is $35,000.